Okay, so this is an explanation of some of the defense I was trying to talk to Bettina. So there's two versions of this. So we're going to have black is an offense. These are men. And yellow offense women. So then pink is defensive women and blue are defensive men. So this is a horizontal. Usually I think it starts out with black in this break hot space, the guy, because then they can go deep from there. So assuming starting from the center, version 1 of this defense means we're going to have one woman kind of sitting under and then one woman sitting deep. And they're just kind of bracketing the main hot space. So then, the men are playing person or match defense, but they're aware that they have help, right? So that they can play it a little bit different knowing that they have help deep. And then here, this person is playing in the handler space. So they can pick if they want to stay on this first dump or if they want to come over here and get in the throwing lane. If they do this, obviously they're going to have to tell this person to kind of push up. They're going to have to be able to communicate. This person, if this person is getting in this throwing lane, they have to be able to talk. They have to be loud. They have to be kind of head on a swivel to see what's going on. So they should be set up. I think by default, sometimes the players want to set up where they're like looking in like that. I think that's wrong. I think they want to be set up in a way where they can see both directions. So they're probably like their butts facing toward the sideline. Because they need to see what the thrower sees and they need to see any in cuts coming so they can get in that way. If they're just looking at the thrower, most club throwers should find a way to round them. They don't really care because they're just looking at this poacher and they're like, I'm just going to throw around the poacher. So if the disc here, the disc is the white one. If the disc swings over here to this open person, then this person has to, like, one of these people has to recover. So this probably coming over, trying to stop that swing. This assuming they realize it right away. Like here in this setup, this person's probably being a little more around, right? Trying to keep the disc away from there while this person's taking off those in cuts. So what happens if we have 4? So we're going to swap this one, 4 women. Something like this. Okay. So with 4 women, the look is very similar. Still, we have 1 deep. And now we kind of have 2 under here. And they're maybe a little bit wide. And then this one is still free. So I actually would leave this person on the dump and then let this person freestyle. I think that's the easiest one. So everyone is very clear. So 1 person on dump, 1 under, 1 deep. This person's free, taking away the throwing lane. Right. So these people should be able to cover this pretty competently. This is a hard throw. This is actually a great throw. Like this person here is usually set up as honestly like a deep receiver or a continuation cut. They're not like the first cutter. Like if this throw goes off to them, we honestly love that look. Like that person does not want the disc. If they're smart, the way they kind of counter it is like they'll come and be a handler. But again, that cutter usually does not want to be a handler kind of player. Okay, so now there's another version of that. So that first version is basically deep, under, handler, plus a lane person. Okay, so let's see. Let's swap these again. There. Okay, right. That's a decent setup. There's another version where these 2 stay on any 2. It doesn't matter which 2 they cover. And this one just abandons one of the FMP. Actually, it's probably going to be more like this. Right? So again, the idea is it's a little clearer assignment for the other 2, where they're just guarding someone and they were selectively poaching against someone. Again, this person's probably like looking more toward this direction, trying to take away in cuts more than looking at the disc. Especially if the disc makes its way over here, because then they want to be able to recover. What this person is really important to do is like to be able to communicate. If they can't communicate, they're going to get stuck because we actually are going to expect them to switch more versus chasing everything. So say that disc actually did go there. So disc is going there. I would actually ask this person to drop. So this person has to be like, hey, drop onto the disc here to help. So then they can come over here. Or they can actually even come up also a little bit later and then leave this back. Come back here. Now they're on. It should be very hard to track, but it's hard to track for offense. It's really important that our poacher person is communicating and able to switch and able to change on the fly. So it may be nice to try for one day. This is even easier against a vert. So I think this second version, where we have match defense on 2 of the players, that's probably better with 3 FMP. And the previous one with 4 FMP is a little better. So 4 FMP is 1 deep, 1 under, 1 handler, 1 lane. 3 FMP is 2 match, 1 lane. Okay, let me know if you have questions.